Macca's Guides.
Hey guys, Mac here, Murdered Soul Suspect, continuing on with all the collectibles. There are 37 of them in the police department, which is the third area you'll be visiting based on the story. From the very beginning, you're going to want to go to the front end of the police station, as you see me doing here. And those are actually the doors to exit, and just beside them you can collect this information about the killer. From that collectible, turn to your left and you'll see another collectible directly in front of you right there. Reveal it in order to
Baxter.
pick it up. You can watch or decide not to watch the cinematic that is accompanied by that. And moving on from there, you can then pick up this right here. And moving on from there, turn to your left hand side and go behind the front desk of the main police area, and you can find your first gun collectible. These are the specific ones for this mission, which will unlock an achievement specifically for them. Moving on from that gun location, just walk down this hallway and you'll find another collectible to your left hand side on the desk, next to all these phones and fans and stuff which you can interact with. Collectible number 6, we're going to kind of go back in the direction that we came from. In front of us, directly in front of me right now, is where we started. So just follow the hallway, and you can see this one from pretty far away. So I'll just sprint straight to it for you guys and pick it up right there. That should be 6 out of 37 for you. Now go through the wall that we just scanned in order to end up in a washroom, and in the most right stall, you'll find a collectible on the ground. Obviously, reveal it and then pick it up. Moving on from there, collectible number 8. They're all pretty dense in this area, if that makes sense. It's a pretty small area, and there's a lot of collectibles, so we'll kind of be using a lot of the same ones, areas over and over. But if we follow around here to the staircase, you will find number 8. If we then back out, turn to our right hand side, and look down the hall, in this right hand room here, we'll find our next one. Then if we exit this room and continue on down the hall, you'll see in the far distance there's one. But before we pick that one up, we're going to want to go into the room to the right hand side of it and make sure to collect the newspaper article next to the phone right there on this detective's desk. Moving on from this one, we're going on to number 11, which is the one we saw down the hall, this plaque right here. I'll show you exactly where I am in regards to the office. It's right in the corner of the office. That's number 11. Moving on to number 12, we're going to go to the holding area. Obviously, I'm skipping basically all the story-related stuff, and I'm just going to return to it later whenever I need it. You can find one directly in front of me right here. And if we turn to our left, we'll see that that doorway is the holding area, and I believe there's 3 collectibles in here. So if we go to the first room on the left, we will find 1 collectible, and then if we pass through the wall and go to the end of the hall that connects all the rooms as follows, we will find another one right there. You can see it through the window, and obviously reveal it and then pick it up, as we have always been doing for all of these. Next up, turn to your right, go into this room. This room, there's gonna be a lot of stuff happening in it, and if we pass to the corner of the room, we can reveal a drawing. Very hard to see, so you'll want to note that. Next up, from here, we're going to continue on through the level a little bit. If we continue on, you can see a collectible as you exit that door, so make sure you pick up that plaque. That's going to be 16 of 37 for you. Next up, watch out for the little pit of demons. So we're going to go to the right hand side right before it, and we'll find this cell. If we pass through the wall, we can find this, which will reveal our life. And you can obviously watch cinematic or not, but that's going to be Review My Life number, I think, 2 of 7. And if we pass through the next wall, and we look on the end brick wall of this third holding cell, we will find a drawing. Now, from this cell, we're going to want to move on to the morgue area. So, pass through here, and in front of me is the morgue, but before we go there, we're going to want to go into this small security area where we can reveal 1 collectible in between the cabinet and the water cooler. And then we're going to go for the collectible that you saw directly in front of me as I entered this area, which is right next to that entrance. So obviously we'll want to go up to it and pick it up, as we always have been doing. Next up, you're going to want to go through the morgue, into the morgue, and find your body that the people are working on. And you'll want to interact with it in order to do, I think, number 3 of Review My Life. And that'll be 21 collectibles. Now we're going back all the way to the offices area. So I kind of just cut that off, but you should know, you should recognize this area based off of what we've been doing. Just pass through everybody, and basically we're going upstairs, and this is the only stairwell that you can actually take early on in the game if you don't wait. But at the very top of this, like while you're going up the stairs, turn left, then at the very top of the stairs you'll see this on the wall where you can review my life, number 4, and you can skip that as we have been doing. Moving on from here, the collectibles are pretty easy. They're all basically next to each other for the rest of the level. So just run down this hallway and you'll find a collectible sitting up against this pillar. Obviously pick it up. Number 24, we're going to go into this area that I'm about to go into on my left hand side. This is kind of like the detective's offices. So on the left there you'll see a note. Pick that up, and then directly in front of me you can actually see it glowing in the background. Behind the chalkboard you can find another collectible which you will need to reveal in order to collect. You'll obviously want to pick that up as well. Then if we turn around and head kind of where we came from, and we follow the offices here, just follow around, and you'll see these 2 guards talking. Next to them is a plaque, or rather info about the killer, posted up on the wall. And now I'm heading into the detective offices. On the left, this is a room with, I believe, like 5 or 6 collectibles. So as soon as we enter on the left cabinet, you'll find 1 collectible. If we turn around and look at the main desk, you will find another collectible. If you turn slightly to my left, you'll find a 3rd collectible in this room, which is another newspaper clip. And then if you turn a little bit left from directly where I am right now, you can reveal yourself right here, which will start a cinematic as well. And then from this location, you can continue on, turn to your left, and walk forward. Go into this far office, but before we do that, make sure you collect this collectible at the end of the hallway. And then to my right, there's an office with, I believe, 3 or 4 collectibles, so we'll do those one by one. On the ground, there's a paper note directly in front of you, very easy, you can't miss it. Then to my right hand side, there's another collectible on the desk. Can't miss that one either. You can actually see the 3rd one poking out, so that's the 2nd one in the room. If you go to the back room of this room, it's like a little side room, you can find your 3rd collectible here by the copy machine. And then if we turn to our left, you can find another collectible right there directly in front of me. Reveal it to pick it up, and that's going to be 35. Now we have 2 more. That will unlock an achievement, by the way, if you are following along. Go through this wall right here and you'll find a map, and you're going to want to obviously interact with that map. There's another map downstairs, but it looks like the same map visually, but it's a different collectible, so make sure you keep that in mind. Through here, go into this office. You can read their name on the door, and you will find a profile on the ground and pick that up. So that's all 37. Now you can go through and beat the levels, complete the clues and the investigation, and leave the area back into the town. Here is what your profile should look like if you've been following along. Thanks for watching, guys. Make sure to click on screen for part 4, the cemetery. You can also comment, like, and subscribe. Those help me out. Click here for my channel, playlist, or subscriptions. And hopefully I see you next time. Peace.